So, like I said, I will be doing a lot of talking. I'll be honest, I'll throw a lot of information at you because we have so many benefits that it's going to be a little overwhelming. I encourage you to take notes, but this is not your only chance to ask me questions at the end. I am your membership director, so if you ever have any questions, you can email me. You can stop by the office. You can call me. So just be aware of that. So let's move on. Okay, so I'm hoping you know what a chamber of commerce is if you joined one, but if not, it's okay. We're a 501 c6 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to promote, to inform, and to empower the businesses of Hermosa Beach. Many cities have a chamber of commerce. Fun fact, we are a chamber of commerce, but we're also a visitors bureau, which doesn't happen often. What that means is we are also the producers of the Truly Destination Guide. We have a lot of tourists come in. So your part of your benefits as a member is kind of getting tapped into that audience, the visitors and the tourists, not just the locals and the residents. Another fact about the chamber, as the Hermosa Beach, we're only 1.4 square miles, 19,000 residents, but we're actually the largest chamber in the beach cities in terms of membership. And we are also the #7 largest chamber in LA County based off budget. And this is primarily due because we produce a lot of the large community events that we'll talk about. And as a member, you have the opportunity to participate in these events and spread awareness about your business or your organization. And as the chamber, we try to represent all types of businesses. We have the primary, I would say, is like mom and pop shops. We have services, CPAs, salons, restaurants, online businesses, physical businesses, some businesses in Hermosa Beach, some out of Hermosa Beach. So lots of businesses. Moving on, if you haven't been to our website, I assume you have because you needed to in order to apply for the chamber. There are certain things I'll talk about in the website that will be useful to you. First up, on the right-hand side, you'll see the sign up tab. I encourage you to sign up for our beach bulletin. Now that is our bi-weekly newsletter. That one goes out to the community. And it's more information on what's going on in the community, news, events coming up. And as a chamber member, you also have the opportunity to kind of promote yourself on that newsletter, and we'll talk more about that. Another newsletter you should be aware of is the Monday Member Center email. We will talk about this, but every Monday you will get an email from me, and it's directed to our members specifically. It'll talk about ways to participate in events we have coming up, things happening, webinars, resources, notices from the city, and so on. Other things to note about the website, in the front here, you have the directory, which is a directory of all of our members. So you're listed on here automatically, and through your portal you can actually update what you want to publicly show, because when people come in asking for referrals or recommendations, we point them to the directory. And then lastly, we have the calendar, which I really want to point out. We are honestly the source of like the main community calendar in Hermosa Beach. It's not just things that we're producing, it's just things going on in the community in general. As a member, you have the ability to post events through the chamber portal. We just accept it. And again, we utilize this as a resource for the visitors, but also the locals. Two things I want to point out in the calendar specifically. We do like to put like free webinars and resources for our members. So if you ever see something titled SBDC, so you can see like SBDC LA, that is the Small Business Development Center. They offer free and low cost events. So that is a resource to you as a business owner. And then there's also SCORE. So this is a nationally funded organization that provides membership for businesses and entrepreneurs. You can actually request a SCORE mentor, and they can help provide you with business guidance. All that to say, if you look on our calendar, we'll frequently update it with SBDC and SCORE events and webinars so that you can attend for free, right? So I'm sure there's one about like how to network. So if you don't like talking, that might be a great one to do. Moving on to the website, the tab that is really the most important to you as a member is the members tab. There's a lot of things like the membership info, so that provides a comprehensive breakdown of the benefits I'm talking about. Member login, which I do want to say out loud. Just because you apply with the chamber, you still have to create your login, so you can actually access your chamber portal, because your chamber portal is what allows you to either talk to other chamber members, post job postings, event postings, and so on. So then we have member to member deals, which we have to update, but members usually like to give other members some discounts. Hermosa Circle, which is a committee of the chamber, I'll talk about. Spartans as well. Committees, resources, EDAC, which is the Economic Development Action Committee. It's a committee of the chamber that focuses on economic development, and SCORE. Moving on. Okay, so I talked about how you had to create a login account. Do that, because that's also how you can pay your dues. We do send it via email, but sometimes people have a hard time like accessing it. So this portal, it's almost like it kind of looks like the old Facebook, but it gives you access to the tools to promote your organization, to talk to other people, to submit your own job openings, and more. If you need help accessing this, you're like, I cannot get in, just email me and I can send you like a reset link. So just note that. And then I did talk about the membership benefits tab, but it does break down the benefits. And also, if you ever, know someone that might want to join the chamber, this is a good page to point them to, because it breaks it down for them. So just so you know that it's there. All right, let's talk about membership benefits. Where am I? Yeah. So in the beginning of 2023, we actually restructured our membership benefits packages to include Plus. So Plus was created because not all of our members utilize our benefits the same. Like some people might use our marketing more than our events. So we did this so you can add a Plus. So we want to keep the costs down while giving you guys the ability to pay for additional benefits. So if you decide to add on a Plus, it gives you a couple of additional benefits. You can add 5 additional voting staff on your account. Right now, as a business, you can actually have up to 5 representatives. And what this means is when things come up like the Best of Hermosa Awards, that's 5 votes for you. Same with the Chamber Board of Directors elections, that's 5 votes for you. You get 2 promotional emails a year. You get free Fiesta booth or discounted, free inclusion in our scavenger hunts, which we like to do twice a year, a discount on our St. Patrick's Day parade, a 10% discount on our magazine ads. And then this is new. We actually purchased a Placer.ai foot traffic report. So it's able to, how do I say this in a way that makes sense? It pulls all the information from the cell phone towers to essentially give us data on how many people were, at downtown Hermosa Beach at a specific day. It does a lot more. I'm not selling it well, but you get 2 of those reports for free with the Plus add-on. And if you have questions about this, we could talk about it at the end, or I can send you more information via email. Other things to members, and Marina mentioned this in the beginning, so it's very important. It's important that you stay up to date, right, on what's happening. And I know that as a business owner or just solo entrepreneur, you have a lot to do. So I don't expect you to read and do everything. But one way you could stay involved is reading the Monday Member Center email. And 2 is attending our monthly member meetings. They are virtual. They are every month on the 4th Tuesday of the month at 9 a.m. Same time, every time. It only goes an hour. We invite city representatives, our board of directors, other chamber members, and we'll give, updates on what we're doing, ways to participate. We'll ask for a business report from all the members to see how their business is doing. It's a good way to actually meet other members too. We always see a lot of collaboration take place at those meetings. And we also invite the Hermosa Beach Police Department. The chief gives a safety report just so you're aware of what's going on in the community. This is a 2024 chamber calendar of events that I can send to you so you can have it. It doesn't have every single event. Like, for example, we have lunch and learns that are monthly, but it says TBD because they're monthly and we have to set up the dates, but just so you're aware of the large community events that we put on, and they're in your head. All right. I briefly talked about this, B2B discounts. We love to offer our members additional benefits from other members. So if you as a member want to offer a benefit, let us know. We'll include it in the list. But here are some of the members that like to offer our other members discounts. Minuteman Press, $100 worth of printing for free. Kuleana Holistic Health, 30-minute infrared sauna for free. And Trick e-bikes right now is doing an hour rental of their e-bikes through April 15th. So that's really cool. Moving on. Okay, that was some logistical things, I guess. But let's talk about your benefits and how you can actually take advantage of them. We like to break down our benefits into 3 categories. We have marketing, we have business, and we have events. So let's just go into marketing, which I think is like our biggest bulk of opportunity, I guess, for benefits. And I will go through each one in more detail, but as a general note, you are listed automatically in the Truly Hermosa Visitors Bureau and the Chamber Business Directory. So I showed you the Chamber one online. We also have Truly Hermosa. So like I said, we are also a Visitors Bureau. That brand is known as Truly Hermosa. So not only are you listed in more like the business-centric Chamber directory, but also in the visitors-centric Truly Hermosa directory. You're able to post your events and your job postings to the Chamber. You can tag us on socials and we'll reshare. You can send us your ads for the beach bulletin. You can send a promotional email, or you can sponsor events or projects. You have the ability to put ads in our printed directory, which our new spring summer one is coming up in like 2 weeks, like getting printed right now, but this is our last edition. Personal referrals and locals deals webpage. So let me actually break all that down for you guys. Like I talked about, we are also a visitors bureau. So Truly Hermosa is where we direct all visitors. We have QR codes, actually, like the stickers on the sidewalk that people use to see what's going on in Hermosa Beach, places to eat, places to stay, things to do, organizations, and you are already listed on that. We also have the physical directory that we give out. So we print about 10,000 of these and we distribute them to local and South Bay hotels. We put them in offices. People come by here and take them. So lots of people able to see your name on our physical directory, which is great. Social media. So social media, we are very active on social media. We have over 25,000 social followers collectively and 12,500 likes on our TikTok and Facebook. This is of December 2023, so I know it's gone up since then. But I wanted to break down our social media because it's an advantage that you have, and I want you to understand it. So we have 3 main social media channels. The first one is Hermosa Chamber. Our audience is primarily the business community and our members. So we'll post things like resources, events we have coming up. We'll highlight new members, things like that. Then we have Hermosa One, which is the audience is focused towards the locals and the broader South Bay community. So note that. And then lastly, we have Truly Hermosa, which I talked about, which is our visitors bureau. It's more catered and curated, like the posts here are very like things to do in Hermosa or like a cute picture of a dog or something like that. All that to say is if you tag us on social media, you can tag any 3 of these channels and we will automatically repost your content. But no, you might want to tag the social media channel that makes the most sense, like to the audience that you're trying to reach, whether it's the business audience, the local community, or the visitors. And then I have a quick slide here. If you've never tagged someone on Instagram before, this is how you can do it on the stories, or you can do it on a post. And this is a little outdated, but I know that now you have the ability to add someone as a collaborator, which means all they have to do is accept and it's automatically included on their feed. So you can also do that. Other social media, so I talked about Instagram. The same applies for our Facebook. We have a Truly Hermosa Facebook, a Hermosa One, and a Hermosa Chamber. And then lastly, we have a TikTok for our Truly Hermosa for the visitors. So we're very, very active. And that's because we want to promote what Hermosa Beach has to offer to everyone. And you, as a member, are able to tap into that audience. Moving on from social media, let's talk about emails. Now, I did mention this in the beginning. We have a bi-weekly beach bulletin newsletter that goes out to the community, and it includes a lot of stuff, but you as a member are able to actually submit an ad for free in the local highlights section, which you can see an example of on the right-hand side. All you have to do is submit a 1200 by 630 graphic with a hyperlink to where you want the ad to go, and we'll include it in the next newsletter. You can reserve a spot with Shy. She handles a lot of our communications at info@hbchamber.net, and ideally you want to submit the artwork the week before. I will provide you with her information. If you ever forget, you can always email me and I'll just link you guys. But yeah, that's an opportunity for you. Moving on. All local highlights are automatically added to our deals page. So this is on our website for up to 1 month. So, but just note, you don't have to create a local highlights ad to be included in the deals page. You can just submit a deal through the chamber portal. But just so you know that. Still on the topic of email promotions, we have what's called the promoted email. So as a member, you have access to exclusive email promotions. We'll send a promotional email to our entire email audience for $150. You may be included up to 6 times a year. Now, if you're a Plus member, you receive 2 of these promotional emails for free. Our promotional emails have about 16,000 subscribers. I would say the open rate is about 35 to 40%. We only send these twice a week because we don't want to bombard our promotions list with, ads all the time. But many of our members actually schedule these regularly. Sea Sprite actually just sent one this morning. And this is the only benefit that costs additional in the marketing spectrum, but we've heard great things from our members about it. So just know that this is a resource to you. I've been talking about this a lot because it's very important. It's your Monday Member Center email. I just want to emphasize every Monday. Sometimes I send it at 10 a.m., sometimes I send it at 5 p.m., just depends how busy I am that day. But check your email because we will provide information about what's going on. Like if you can't do anything, just read this email. I break it down to try to make it more digestible to what is included. So we have upcoming important dates. I'll give a little member shout out from the city and notices from the chamber and ways to participate. Featured events. So these are typically events that we're producing or sponsoring. B2B communications. We have a lot of folks, like members, reach out and say, hey, I'm trying to reach out to the business community. How can I go about doing that? This is one of those ways. You can literally just email me and say like a blurb of what you want to say, and I'll include it in the B2B communications. A lot of people, if they're requesting, let's say they're a nonprofit and they need donations for their fundraiser, we'll put that on there. If they're hiring, we'll put that on there. It really depends on what you want to talk to the business community about. We'll include some resources and member benefits reminder because there's so many benefits, you're bound to forget about them. So we try to remind you that, you can use them. Moving on to sponsorship. So another way to kind of market yourself is by sponsoring. So we do have an annual sponsorship, or you can sponsor specific events or projects. We understand that not everyone's a massive corporation that can just throw out money, right? So we have what's called the Love Local sponsorship, which I think is for as low as 500. Your logo will still be included in all of our marketing and our signage. If you have more questions about that, or you wanted to see kind of a breakdown of the events, you can go to hbchamber.net/sponsorships. And Jessica, she's the one that handles all that. So you'd want to directly reach out to her. But that is another way to kind of get the word out there about your business. Speaking of business, moving on to kind of the second realm of our membership benefits, which is business. This includes advocacy, guidance, and also connections. So the Hermosa Chamber, unlike ever before, has been actively engaged in deep listening to all of our members' businesses. We welcome your inquiries, large or small, and individually or collectively advocate for your business to the community and city. Now, I put it's a very broad slide because it really is whatever you need help with, we'll try to help you. something as small as, hey, this person said I can't put my A-frame outside my business. Can you help me? Or they need an expedited process for their permit application for the city, something. Well, we have connections to the city and also organizations that we can kind of help you with that. So again, very broad, and no inquiry is too small or too large. We'll figure it out together. South Bay Workforce Investment Board, I just wanted to put this here to highlight that there is additional guidance for you. So if you're ever looking to hire employees and you don't have that much funding, the SBWIB is a resource to you. It's a government-funded organization that actually supplies you with employees, whether it's part-time, full-time, whatever. But just know that as a business owner, it's hard to stay afloat here. So this is one opportunity for you. Connections, we connect you to other businesses, either through committee development, which I'll talk about, requested connections. We have a lot of members that are like, hey, do you know like a beverage vendor by chance? And we'll directly contact you or put you guys together, or industry specific groups or networking. Again, literally anything. Just ask, because you'll be surprised like the different organizations and people we know and we can help you out with. Ribbon cuttings. Oh, let's go back. Ribbon cuttings. So if you have a physical business or office and you wanted to do like a celebratory ribbon cutting, people like to do these as a grand opening, a 1-year anniversary, a 20-year anniversary, it doesn't matter. You can request that from the chamber. We help you host it. We can connect you with different vendors and photographers, but we bring the large golden scissors and the ribbon. We invite the city representatives and the chamber. We promote it on our socials, on our email. We help with all that. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, just let me know. We actually have one coming up in May. South Bay Fire Inc. is celebrating their 70th anniversary, which is great. So all of our members are invited to that. It's May 14th, May 17th. It's in your Monday Member Center email, and I'll probably resend it. But yeah, this is something you can do with us. Talking about member events, again, ways to connect, ways to be involved. On the left-hand side are different types of member events. We do webinars, presentations. So I talked about, we have monthly lunch and learns that we collaborate with a member. Every month we do, it's a different topic. Like last month we did with Hermosa Care, which is home care management. It gave Hermosa Care, who are our members, an opportunity to highlight their services. We collaborated with the Hermosa Beach Museum. Another member got people in that space. It was a great time. We do mixers and luncheons. We have a holiday party in December, which is so fun, and board elections if you wanted to join the board, how Marina is been doing for 4 years. Those happen in November. Lastly in this slide, committees. So I don't expect you to know the structure of the chamber, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that so you understand more how you can play a role in it. The Hermosa Chamber is a nonprofit, and there are, I believe, 16 to 18 sitting board of directors. And those board of directors are essentially the ones that influence or guide how they want the chamber to go. They're all made up of business owners. They're all chamber members. And then we have the president, which is Jessica. And then we have me, which is the membership director. So there's actually only 2 staff, but then we are guided by the board of directors. In addition to that, we have committees. So you as a chamber member can join a committee just to stay involved. If you as a chamber member, you can be as involved as you want to be. And this is one of those ways. So we have different committees. We have the municipal code and zoning, membership and ambassadors, which is the one Marina's on, marketing, events, advocacy, economic development, tourism, Hermosa Circle, which is the women's group of the chamber, and South Bay Spartans, which is the men's group of the chamber. So if this interests you, you can actually sign up for a committee. It's hbchamber.net/committees. This is also under your membership tab on our website. And I know that for some people, it usually takes a couple of months of being in the chamber to get acclimated, but this is a great way to meet other people, to stay connected in the community, to influence the community. So it's great. just talked about this, but Hermosa Circle was a committee we founded in 2022, which is the women's group of the chamber. Their mission is to empower, inspire, and collaborate to ignite their strengths with like-minded individuals and have fun while doing it. So Erica, if you haven't already, I highly recommend going to one of their events. It's free to join. You actually don't need to be a chamber member to be part of the Hermosa Circle, but they've grown. They have like over 500 members in just 2 years. They do great work. I know they have a event coming up April 17th at How to Build Your Brand workshop. So they also do things like that. And we often collaborate because they're part of the chamber to host events. And then we talked about the men's group. So South Bay Spartans, they were so inspired by the ladies that they created one of their own. It's led by Tim Hall, who is a chamber member. And if you, as a man, are interested in participating in this committee, then you can contact him at either his phone number here or his email address. All right. Last bit of information in terms of membership benefits. Thanks for staying on. We have events, which is another pretty large chunk of the benefits we have here. Before we move on, I want to talk about the Hermosa Chamber Foundation. So the Hermosa Beach Chamber of Commerce is a 501c6, but we formed the Hermosa Chamber Foundation in 2022 as a 501c3. Let me tell you the difference. So 501c6, which is what the chamber is, means that our sponsorships usually comes by way of businesses, but we've actually identified the events that we produce that benefit the community primarily. Yes, it benefits businesses as well, but there are certain events that are mostly for the community that we wanted to give residents and people an opportunity to contribute to and receive a tax deduction. So we created the Hermosa Chamber Foundation, which is a 501c3, so you can get your, tax deductible donation. And we highlighted certain events that are under this. So the foundation technically produces the St. Patrick's Day Parade, which we just had, and Hermosa for the Holidays, which is the tree lighting ceremony that we have in November. All this to say, it's just so you know that you can also be a foundation member and be a founding member, and then essentially your logo is included in all of our signage for the event. But just so you're aware. Okay, our chamber events. We do a lot of them. We have Best of Hermosa. We do that in the beginning of the year. State of the City, we collaborate with the city to host their State of the City. The St. Patrick's Day Parade, which we just did. We have 3 sidewalk sales a year. So whether you have a physical business, an online business, you're an organization, you're in downtown Hermosa or you're not, you can still participate. We give you a space on the sidewalk to pop up. Our next one is coming up. The spring sidewalk sale is April 20th to the 21st. So if you were interested in participating, I can send you that application right away. This one's going to be huge because on April 21st, we're doing Lemonade Day, which is our second year doing it. It's a day where we have the young entrepreneurs, students grades 3 through 8, have been learning how to be an entrepreneur and set up their own business. So we're going to have like 30 lemonade stands pop up. So it's going to be a very crowded, beautiful, sunny day for everyone to come by, and you as a chamber member can sign up and participate for this event. Then we have Fiesta Hermosa. If you've never heard of Fiesta Hermosa, that's crazy because it's a huge event. It's Memorial Day weekend, May 25th to 27th, 3-day festival with music, drinks, pop-up vendors, carnival, beach concert. It brings in over 123,000 people throughout that weekend. So you as a member are able to participate at a discounted rate. Now, I think at this point, the vendor pop-ups deadline has passed, but talk to me if you're interested. I can talk to our event producer and see where we're at there. And then there's Hermosa for the Holidays. Very family-centric event. This is a 2-day festival that happens the weekend before Thanksgiving. So this year it's November 23rd and 24th. We do the tree lighting ceremony, we have a carnival, we have a giving village where nonprofits, organizations pop up on Pier Plaza. Again, lots of opportunities for you as a chamber member to, pop up. And then this is also new. Last year, we tried Local 90254 Oktoberfest, and we're doing it again this year, September something something. It's in the calendar, late September. This is a new event, so I'm not quite sure to what extent our chamber members can participate in it yet, because it's not really like Fiesta where there's pop-up vendors. It's more focused on like the food and the drinking aspect of it and trying to get people to shop at the other local spots. So we'll have more information on that later. Um, yeah, so wow, okay, that was a lot. I just broke down the chamber membership benefits and how you can take advantage of them. I know it was a lot of information, but for your note, this is important contact information that I will email you afterwards. There's Jessica, our president and CEO. There's me. There's Shai, who helps deal with our communications. I put Marina's email in there because she's the membership and ambassador committee chair. Douglas Kraus, he works at the city, but he is a city and business liaison. So we work directly with him to just anything business related. He actually comes to our monthly member meetings. So if you can talk to him directly there. But he's a resource to you because sometimes it's hard to get, in touch with the city. Doug is in charge of making sure he reaches out to businesses and talks to them. And then you can learn more about our board of directors on our website. And again, if you ever have any questions, you can email me. We could set up a meeting. I can come to you. I'm here as a resource to you. So